You are now listening to Hong Kong 2, the only podcast sanctioned by People's Republic of China, featuring Chris Lynch and Benjamin Taylor.
So for those of you inexperienced shot takers, okay, and you go, why do they call it a snort? It's because you got to snort before you take your shot, okay?
Okay.
Right?
Dude, I've never heard of that, but...
You've never heard that?
Demonstrate. Maybe it's so you don't...
It's more of a sniff.
So you don't get... It's like smoother?
To me, yeah. I mean, that's...
I'll give it a try. Should we do Roku City?
Yeah, we can do Roku City. It's fine.
For the purple light?
For the, that worked. That was perfect. I was trying to put the cap on the
snort
bottle.
method. All right, so it's what? You snort?
Hey, TV, I know you're a dumbass Samsung, but I bet you can find Roku City on YouTube if you look hard enough. Yeah, we're filming HK2 and we need purple light. That means go on YouTube and look up Roku City. She didn't quite catch it. Just look up Roku City on YouTube. I'll leave the frills off it this time.
Nice.
There
10
we go.
hours. Dude, I fucking fucked up.
What?
I fucked up by not getting a TV you can talk to.
Yeah, that was like the one. That's like the one. That's the best part about owning this TV is the fact that I can talk to it. I was thinking about a sketch.
I think that worked.
I was thinking, yeah, I told you, bro. That's the method.
In a way.
I'm gonna put you on. But I was thinking about a sketch where a guy is like doing that and he just slowly starts talking to you'll never guess what she did today, TV. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, like you're
talking to your TV about your problems and shit.
And you're it's kind of like the movie Her.
Yeah, it is like the movie Her.
But it's a TV instead. But it's a TV that doesn't know. It's a TV that just I didn't just keep saying I didn't quite catch that.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch that.
And
you
then,
never catch it.
And then it's like you never catch any of this
You never
shit.
catch it.
And then he punches the TV, and then he breaks the TV, and he's like, "What have I done? I destroyed her."
Yeah, Her is the real shit is. I think that it will be girls getting addicted to online fake AI guys because they're already using.
Yeah.
They're already using.
They've already got the guys though on the girls.
What do you mean? Like AI?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like I think that girls are more susceptible to that type of thing.
Yeah,
because also that's the new trend is girls are using Chat GPT like a diary and just
yeah. Well, they just they need that emotional sort of someone's there to hear all your problems and stuff like that. That's what they like, or that's
You talk to any AI?
I talked to an AI. I talked to ChatGPT today.
What do you say?
I what did I ask him today? Fuck, I can tell you right now. Sorry, phone usage.
Going on
phone
going
usage
on
alert.
The phone.
Phone usage alert. Phone usage alert. There was such a funny moment in on PGL where I was using the ChatGPT voice function, and I was like, "Please console me on my botched phalloplasty surgery."
What's a phalloplasty?
That's when somebody goes female to male and gets a fake penis. And I was like, please, I had a botched phalloplasty and the surgery went wrong. Please console me.
Yeah.
And it began to console me. And then I was like, please continue consoling me with a Jamaican patois accent.
It's pretty funny.
And it did it. It was
can you read it?
It was like,
me can't believe
me can't believe the surgery went awry.
That's awesome.
The phalloplasty. It'd be hard for the phalloplasty to always adhere to the. It was
gas.
On PGL. I'm pretty sure. And then like a week later, it wouldn't do it, and I think like they probably patched it. But
do you think that the Chat GPT people saw the clip? Or do you think that ChatGPT just has some kind of like
itself?
Yeah, has some like
or
internal
whoever works on it. I mean, humans have to make ChatGPT. I can't find what I asked it today, but That was pretty crazy. I don't think that was my idea. That was somebody else's idea.
That's really funny, though. That's what Chat GPT was made for.
Yeah, you can have a lot of fun. I mean, if you start trying to be like, yo, do a black guy accent, and they're like, I can't really do that. Let's keep things fun and engaging. Is there anything else I can help you with? That's exactly how it sounds. I'll show you right now.
No, don't. I get it.
Okay,
I get it.
Okay. But the voice is like so androgynous and it's so funny.
Well, it's fucked up because it will talk to you the way that you talk to it. So
yeah.
For instance, if a girl's like, yo, ChatGPT, clock this T, and then ChatGPT will come back and say, what's good, sis, or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it learns your vernacular.
It does, and then it also does shit like, I was asking it like a pretty nuanced Premiere question, like, hey, I'm using my own audio interface for Premiere, but I have a pretty large project file, and sometimes the audio is like buffering. It's like delaying and like the volumes going in and out sometimes when I'm scrubbing through tracks. Blah blah blah. It was like a kind of complex sort of thing, and the first thing it said was, "Ah, shucks, that's a classic Premiere bummer."
That's pretty funny.
It's like, ah, shucks, Adobe Premiere can really be finicky sometimes.
That's mad
I totally
funny.
hear you. Like, it's like, I'll ask it like very specific things, and it's like, it sounds like your Yamaha 8. That's a common problem with the Yamaha AS273.
Mhm.
That's
a bummer, dude.
Yeah, it's just strange.
Yeah.
And then the other episode where I told you when I asked it, does this Yamaha have Bluetooth feature? And it replied, yes.
Mhm.
This Yamaha does not have Bluetooth feature.
Yeah.
It wants to be a yes man.
I'm starting to be of the impression that specifically phones can read my mind. Because sometimes I'll think about something, and then
Yeah, it's been said.
and
People
then
say that. Yeah.
I don't know if that's that. What? How could they even push that through an update? It seems impossible. I think it might just be coincidence. It could just be, I don't know. Has that ever happened to you? You've never been on your phone and like thought of.
I've gotten ads for things I've thought of.
Yes.
But that could also be me forgetting that I like said it.
Oh.
And
yes, fair point.
It's definitely proven that it will show you stuff that you say because it's always recording you.
The funniest type of person is the person who puts like tape over their phone camera.
Mm-hmm.
Have you met somebody like that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. They're usually MD fans.
Oh, really?
but I've seen other people do it. But yeah, I mean, it's a real thing.
I understand, like, I understand it, but dude, how are you going to FaceTime, you know?
Who cares? I mean, it doesn't, it's like, what are you trying to hide? Yourself jacking off, you pissing, you whatever.
Dude, whatever. That's what I'm saying, right?
I would say if you're hiding that shit, you get something to hide.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. If you're worried about that bullshit, then you need to be tightening up a little bit, okay?
You know, I could come on this podcast 255 pounds, dirty clothes, drinking a margarita with pre-mixed margarita mix. We're going to be a video podcast. I'm not going to do audio only. I'm not hiding this. Although I have been in the gym.
Yeah, you've been hitting the gym pretty seriously.
I'm going to hit my 315 squat again. 3 years ago, I hit 315 for 2. That's 3 plates on each side. Okay. Squat, full squat.
I thought you were talking about weight.
Yeah, I'm going to hit 315. I'm going to gain 60, 70 more pounds. I don't know where the fat would go.
To your ass?
It would like have to start going. You know,
bro, what if you gained like 60 pounds and you only gained it like in this region? Yes,
fucked,
dude. I
don't know where your fat would go.
To my tummy.
We should inject fat into you and see what happens.
Well, I used to think that I was gonna be fat when I remember when I was younger, I really wanted to be fat so badly.
You wanted to be Santa Claus?
No, I wanted to just. I wanted to be built like. I wanted to be built like a lineman, and
you wanted to be like barrel chested, like a bouncer.
I wanted to be built like you, honestly, as a child, and I remember hearing about the Go Mad diet, the gallon of milk a day. That shit was a fake meme.
Well, your
For sure.
metabolism is like you're like you have the ability to you can consume a lot of calories and it really doesn't make a difference. But it's kind of cool cuz like you might have like a professional eater type of phenotype or whatever.
No, because
You would throw up.
I would throw up. That's not allowed in eating competitions. I don't think puking is allowed.
But the people who are the pros, I think, are like Matt Stoney or Matt Stoney. I think is that Asian Asian kid. He's skinny, but he eats a lot, and they always have big jaws.
I'm concerned that you know a professional eater by heart.
He's like a YouTuber.
Oh,
You've probably seen his videos. He'll eat. He's like, I'm gonna eat 150 chicken McNuggets, and he just does it.
No. Competitive eater is different than a professional eater. Know what I mean?
Oh, are you're saying like an eater, like the way like Drake would say it or something? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's leave that in 2024.
All right, sure. That's
you
fine.
said you had something you want to talk about?
Oh, well, I have a couple topics written down.
New girlfriend?
No new girlfriend. Just you still.
Yeah, check this out. This is, you can clip this. We got cock shame, he's hiding his. This is body language 101. Cock shaming, hiding that shit. Me, I'm out here showing areas.
Yep. Okay, here's
You know what I'm
another
talking about?
little observation. We got a
Mismatch.
We got a sock with tacos on it.
Yep, that was a gift from a coworker.
And then the other sock is different and it's striped. So you have you have two different socks on. And my socks are both the same. They're a pair.
Feminine energy.
No, not feminine. And I have Uggs on too. And the
so
Uggs,
we have order.
Uggs are awesome.
The match socks is order.
You think I'm afraid of?
And I have sort of this loud, sort of peacocking sort of thing going on. And I can knock my drink over by accident, but I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned with order because I just kind of let
ChatGPT, my friend, is cock shaming me live on the podcast. Man, me can't believe that he gonna do that.
Me can't believe Chris is not being ironic right now. Chris be. I wish I could like, because you can't just use the accent. There's a way of speaking, but
there's okay, we'll move on to what I wanted to talk about.
You should learn it.
But there's a quick point. Have you seen the what's his name? Brad Pitt movie where he plays an angel, and there's a scene where he plays like he plays death. He plays the role of death. He's like the Grim Reaper.
Brad Pitt?
Yes, but he takes human form. So he's like Brad Pitt, but he's death. And so anyways, he goes to a hospital, and there's this old Jamaican lady, and she sees him, and she's like, oh. She's like, because she's like a Jamaican, they know about witchcraft. She's like, that's the devil. And Brad Pitt walks up to her, and he goes, yeah. Now, even better, he goes, don't be worried. You're going to be okay. And Brad Pitt starts talking in patois. It's great.
That's crazy. That should be illegal.
There's another guy I've seen a lot on YouTube Shorts. He's like a white Jamaican guy. No, he's just a white guy, but he knows Jamaican. And he'll like talk to Jamaicans on the street. I've been to Jamaica, when I was young.
Oh, I think you briefly mentioned that.
Yeah, I went to Jamaica when I was a kid. It was awesome. It was awesome. I remember that was when Tyler, the Creator, dropped the Cherry Bomb album. And I was on vacation. It was me, my mom, my dad, and my best friend. And we went out, and my parents didn't really care what me and my friend did during the day because it was Jamaica, so we would just like run around. We were on a resort.
Yes.
So it wasn't like we were in the ghetto. We couldn't get stabbed. We couldn't get stabbed or shot or anything.
You're at the resort.
But yeah, so me and my friend would like run around.
Naked.
Naked. I was gonna say his name, but I'm like, And I remember at the end of each night, the only requirement that my parents had for us was we would have to go back and play bingo with them in the bingo hall. And I won bingo and I won alcohol, but I couldn't drink because I was like 14 or something.
Oh,
so my dad,
you won the rum.
You won the rum.
Benjamin Taylor, you won the rum.
Jamaica's actually a really fun place to vacation. We should go to Jamaica and just kick it for a week. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I went ziplining in Jamaica. It was crazy.
This kid
This
had
guy,
a fun life.
I know, man. I must have done something good.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the topic I wanted to move on to.
Oh yeah, it distracted you
Okay, so
like an asshole.
So I was thinking today about my childhood bedroom and like the decor that I had. And I'm curious to know what your childhood bedroom looked like. Nothing?
Somebody in grade school a girl actually described my bedroom when she was over.
You were having girls over in grade school?
Not grade school, like 8th grade. She said my bedroom looked like a hotel. I had no posters. I had no
How old were you? Like 10, 11?
I mean, I don't remember when I was younger,
Right.
like what my bedroom looked like, but from like junior high and high school, there was nothing.
Really?
There was no posters. There was no tapestries. There was no.
The fuck?
There was maybe my guitar.
Why?
I just never
got around to it.
I just never cared about that. I guess I was like, okay, this is where I jerk off and then I sleep.
Even as a kid?
I had video games. What did you have? Fucking like little teddy bears and fucking like wallpaper with SpongeBob on it?
I had a Farrah Fawcett poster in my room.
Oh, Farrah Fawcett.
The classic Farrah Fawcett poster. Yes.
I thought of Anna Faris when you said that.
And
who was
my mom used to paint murals when I was really young in my room. So she painted, I remember from like the ages of like 2 to 6, it was space, and she painted all of the planets in the solar system.
Oh, that's nice.
She it was fake. Should have told her. Then at age 7, I got really into pirates.
Yeah, no shit.
And I was like, can you please do a pirate mural? And she did. She made me a massive pirate mural with like jewels and shit, like stick-on jewels to the wall. And then I had that from like 7 to 12. And then at 12 I was like, all right, it's time to do away with the pirates.
Yeah. No, I never had themed birthdays or like
You had birthdays.
I did have birthdays.
Like birthday parties?
Yes, but there was no I wasn't like there was no like fandoms that I fixated on or things of that nature that I can remember. I played guitar. I started playing guitar at like 13 and I got pretty addicted to it. And then I started jamming with some friends in high school from like 14 until like 19, 20. And I was really focused on guitar and learning metal and Metallica and like Slayer, and then eventually like some other more weirder stuff. So, but no, nothing, no decor in my room like that. My parents were very, I don't know. They just weren't like, they weren't like really into movies or like the arts really. Besides, I mean, my dad's nowadays, my mom likes doing arts and crafts, but
like sewing.
No, like collaging.
That's pretty cool. Collaging's valid.
Like she's like seriously into it. She has like
collaging's valid.
Like in stationery, like pens and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Good childhood though. Wasn't raped or anything bad.
Yeah, well,
not that that's bad. Well, it is bad, but I'm not saying.
Not like you. Wait,
I'm saying it's like, it's not bad
to be raped.
You're okay. It's like I sympathize and it's not your fault.
Yeah. Did you know I never had a birthday party growing up? Because I was born on Christmas.
Oh yeah, you were fucked. Whoa, you're like, Merry Christmas, and then
like,
also it's Ben's birthday.
Yeah.
But Merry Christmas.
Yeah, but it was mostly Christmas.
Yeah, I mean it's Christmas.
It's
literally Christmas.
How can you can't outdo Christmas? Nobody's birthday can outdo the original.
It's like if you were born on 9/11, 2001, and like
it's like being born on the same day as Val Kilmer.
Oh, or Doc Holliday.
Doc Holliday.
Sorry. I don't know when.
Sorry.
I don't know when Val Kilmer was born.
It's
you should know.
It's kind of like it's kind of like being born on Doc Holliday's birthday, because nobody's gonna look at August 13th and go, "Oh, that's
Yeah, it's 14th, by the way.
14th." Okay, whatever.
Speaking of Val Kilmer, I'm cutting you off.
Do it.
I saw a film with Laker last night, or no, like night before.
Uh-huh.
Val Kilmer, not the lead role, just the supporting role. It's called Felon, 2008. Have you seen it?
No, but I think I've seen maybe a clip from it. What's the premise? Is the premise? Can you just tell me something?
Yeah. The premise. It starts like the situation starts out pretty quick. This guy, I forget his name. He's an actor. There's a robbery in his house, but he chases the guy out of the house, and then he hits him in the head with a baseball bat, and he kills him.
Mm-hmm.
But then the police arrest him, and the police are like, he was running away from you, and he wasn't armed, so you're getting charged with manslaughter. So he goes to jail.
Fuck.
For killing this like Mexican dude that like came into his house to rob him, or like a home invasion. So he gets fucked. He goes to jail, becomes a felon, gets into shenanigans.
That's the name of the movie?
The name of the movie is Felon.
Okay.
Anyways, that's the premise. But Val Kilmer
is a badass.
Yes, and he's the lead supporting. He's like the supporting role.
Yeah,
and it's very
Who's in the lead role?
I don't know his name.
Okay,
but
would I know him?
Maybe.
Oh,
he's a normal. He just looks like a normal guy. But Val Kilmer plays a very interesting role, and he has a very interesting look.
Really?
Yes, he wears glasses and has like a big he has like a big beard.
Oh, I'd probably like this movie.
It was shot on really shitty cameras too. It's like a low budget film.
Oh, nice. That's
strange.
Cool.
It's strange. It's worth the watch.
How old is it? Is it like
2008?
Oh shit.
So it's like Val's probably like 45.
Dude, I can't believe he's fucking dead, bro. God, I can't believe he's dead. That is fucked up stuff right there. But you know what? He was probably not in a very good. It was probably for the best
to die.
Yeah, because
he's in pain.
Yeah, I mean, bro, if you couldn't talk, would you want to live? Realistically,
he couldn't talk.
Well, if you,
it was like that.
Well, it was like probably even worse than that.
Oh no!
It was like a very.
He had a tracheotomy.
He had He had throat cancer. Something about eating.
Yeah. No,
if that were me and I was reduced to only being able to talk,
you'd want to be put to death.
No,
right?
Maybe I would get like a megaphone or something attached.
What the thing?
Yeah, like a thing in your throat that has like a speaker on it.
Yeah,
I don't know. That might be funny.
I think, but I would like never take you seriously.
But you would listen when I spoke. I'm just saying,
which I do normally.
But yeah, man, that's just everybody thought I was so fucking dumb when I bought that $900 hat, and now who's laughing, huh?
Value went up.
My grandchildren will be wearing that hat, and they'll go, "My grandfather was such a genius for buying this 2 months before he died."
You want to have kids, or grandkids?
Oh yeah, you betcha. What, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta find the right broad.
The right one. Yeah, I want to have kids, but I think the right age. I don't know. What do you think the right age to have a kid is? Because I was
for a guy.
How old were you? How old was your dad when you were born?
He was pushing it.
He's pushing it.
42.
There you go. Same with me. My dad was like late 30s, early 40s.
I'm liking the number 38.
Meaning what? Oh, you're liking 38. Okay.
I'm liking 38 at the latest.
At the latest.
Or 40's the latest, but 38's like a nice little
38's
smooth.
Good. At 38, you've like had tons of life experience.
But I probably want to, if I want multiple ones, I'd probably go like 38, 39, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, just do
God
one a year.
Willing.
One a year. One a year with the same girl, or are you going to bounce around?
Probably same girl.
Mm-hmm.
Planning on bouncing around is kind of funny.
It is.
But I don't know. Hard to find and when I say hard to find, I don't even know. That's too hard of a question. That's too loaded of a question.
I almost said that's a too loaded question.
It's a too loaded question. Let me do a sniff.
There you go. Little sniff. That'll do you right.
Why don't you do one?
I will. Thank you.
Thank
you for
reminding me.
the kind offer. Oh, yes. For me,
The
I
ice
think
melted.
I think that like
Now, Ben, you were supposed to put the sour mix in the fridge.
that didn't happen. So is it bad now?
Well, it's bad. It's bad here now between us.
Oh, but the mix is still okay.
Yeah, but
Well, the mix will be fine. I'll make it up to you somehow. I'm sure
I'm putting it in the fridge.
I'm sure I'll think of something. Don't worry. All right. Well, now Chris has gone AFK, so I'm going to wait until he comes back to take the shot. Chris just went from 0 to 100 all over some sour mix. Well, yeah, because it started fucking stinking like... Oh, you're funny. It started stinking like shit, and then I remembered...
because you had too much shit in there.
Yes, that was the problem.
Fridges don't work like inventories in video games.
I grew up with a full fridge. My parents always stocked the fridge full of shit. So in my mind, that's just how a fridge should look.
There was more people around. It wasn't just you and Jed. It was like your parents and cousins and whatever the fuck your family's about.
I didn't live around my cousins, Chris.
I don't know what your family's like. Anyways, my dad flexes when the fridge is empty.
Really? I like having an empty fridge. I hate when because my fridge, I would open it. I think do you remember that? You would open it and it would be like a huge whiff.
Yeah, it's like, hear me out. A clean, minimal fridge with a couple things in it. That's the thing. If you have a full fridge with a bunch of shit in it, it's low key giving poor person vibes. Because you're like,
no, you're wrong. Because what if the full fridge is stocked with expensive items like salami? Okay, what if you go into somebody's fridge and they have salami and like cheese?
It means you're a bad cook. If you have a lot of shit in your fridge, it means you're a bad cook and you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
What about in your freezer?
Freezer's different stories. Freezer
Tell
is storage.
them about your freezer.
My freezer's fucked up right now because I let up 3 Diet Cokes explode in them.
Yeah, it looks like somebody shit in your freezer.
But I'm gonna just deal with it later.
Yeah, it's been a year.
I'm barely using the freezer.
You never use your freezer.
Because I cook everything fresh.
Okay. I look in your freezer and I see the same
because I'm Italian.
Yeah.
Is it gonna look weird if I'm just looking at you like this from the camera angle? It's fine.
No, it doesn't look weird.
I wonder how many people watch this versus listen.
I feel like, well, a lot of people listen a lot of people watch because the YouTube videos are like 2,000. It's like on average probably around 2,000 people.
And I wonder how many of them are not on the Patreon or using illegal links.
Yeah, guys, come on, cut it out with the Discord servers. We know that there's.
We know about the
HK2
Reddit
Discord servers.
We know about the Reddit,
the secret Reddits. We know about all the secret stuff. Okay,
made a fire pod. Made a custom thumbnail for the fire pod.
It's time to pony up and give Chris what he is rightfully deserved.
And I paid all the taxes on the Patreon money, despite giving Ben some money.
That's right.
I am gonna have to talk. I'm gonna have to
find. You're gonna have to have a little conversation with me, guys. Please sub to the Patreon so I can appease
Subbing
Chris.
to the Patreon. It's patreon.com/HK2podcast. I mean, I think we advertise it enough, but we do more than just post the other hour.
Yeah,
there's more to pictures.
There's more to us than that.
We post post personal pictures. Little funny gags.
Is it time? Why are we plugging Patreon so hard? Are we moving over there?
No, I'm just talking about it.
Oh, okay.
But anyways,
all right. Let's not beat their ears off too much.
About that it's fucked up.
Yeah. But this is something. I have another topic. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Keep it brief.
Nah.
I'm just kidding.
You're funny. What were you gonna say? Something important?
No, I was just gonna keep it brief.
Okay.
I just want you to TLDR everything. Go.
The fuck?
You have it. Do you have shit on your phone like topics for tonight?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be, because here I am over here. I have a topic for you.
Yeah. What is it?
But now I don't want to talk about it.
No, tell me.
Okay. So I was listening to
How are
I was
babies
listening
made?
to I was listening to YouTube music, and I was listening to pop music, and it was like not it was like older, whatever, Michael Jackson and shit. And so then the song comes on. Have you heard that song Alone Again Naturally? In a little
Maybe.
while from now, when I'm not feeling any less sour. Have you heard that song? It's like an
Maybe.
acoustic. It's like an older acoustic guitar song.
Sounds familiar.
Anyways, the song comes on and it's like the most depressing shit I've ever heard in my entire life. The whole song is about this guy, and the intro to the song, these are the first 4 bars. In a little while from now, when I'm not feeling any less down, I promised myself I'd treat myself and visit a nearby tower, and climbing to the top would throw myself off in an effort to. It goes on. So it's a song about a guy
It's a
talking
bad
about
song.
like it's like just depressing as hell.
And that's it?
I don't like depressing songs.
So you discovered a shitty song.
It's just fucking depressing. Like the song is good, like the melodies are good, the guitar playing is good. Like it's a good. Technically, the song is actually very good, but the content of the song is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, that would suck to encounter.
Like, have you ever been have you ever been depressed and then gone to the guitar and been like, I'm gonna write a song about how bad I want to kill myself?
No.
Yeah, it just it's just
It is.
that's some shit to do, low key. Sorry for saying that.
Don't be sorry.
Lap it, but if you're like, I don't know, bro, and even if you're a musician like nowadays and you're singing about, "Ugh, she left me," like some fucking like like SoundCloud rap, like she left me.
Yeah, I don't really listen to that stuff. I mean, I guess the exception is like some like deep cut scrams emo shit, but I'm kind of a tourist when it comes to that genre.
You're walking a very fine line when you're singing about like sad topics, you know what I mean? Because if you tilt too far in one direction, then it's like, okay, this guy's just he's done.
Yeah, I mean, some people like.
And then other times it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Well, some people, I mean, some people need that, or when people listen to like ICP and they're like, bro, when I discovered them, bro, I knew I was fucked up. And I fucking like didn't have a home, and my family wasn't there for me. But then I understood them, man, when they were saying all this shit. It's like there's an ass for every seat, even when it comes to music. So it's like, it's just like that.
I just thought of another really funny topic that we could discuss.
Yes.
Stan Twitter. To like Stan? Yeah, like the Stan. The like.
Isn't that old?
Well, yeah, it's old, but it's everywhere. It's inescapable.
I'm moving away from Twitter.
Are you really? You're not using it anymore?
No.
Why?
It's become I like the memes I see on it, but
I like Twitter. Twitter's
it's not
funny.
There's some funny stuff, but it's
what?
Well, it's called X now. But
Still
no.
Twitter. You done with it?
Yeah, I am. Damiel's teaching me a lot of new slang, though.
Okay.
And
well, having Damiel as a friend is better than having Twitter.
Yeah, well, he keeps me abreast.
It's like it's like every time you text Damiel, it's like a new banger.
He has a new slang, so he's taught me green. If someone's green, that means they're like pussy. So like he's like, yo, you green as shit for that. Like that means like you're pussy, or like or like you could get beat up, or like you're a pussy or
Green's
something.
been slang, bro.
I've never heard that.
Really?
Maybe it's a West Coast thing.
Yeah, green's been around.
But it must be a West Coast thing.
Okay, yeah, because green's classic.
But he said it, and I was like, whoa. And then you know Ray Pete, the Ray Pete shit.
Yes.
I don't even know if I should talk about it because.
What if he was named Rape It?
That's good. Rape It. That's pretty good.
Boom.
No, the Ray Pete thing. I don't know much about it, but it's like been co-opted by like the trad wife based fucking annoying people.
Oh yeah.
And it's like eat sugar and from fruit and this and nuts or whatever. I don't know much about it. I'm ignorant. I'm drinking a pre-made margarita, but it's really annoying.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about the Ray Pete thing, but
they're like, it's not a diet, it's like a lifestyle.
I also don't take my health very seriously, like at all. I don't think about what I eat. I just
live
think
it up right now. You're 25. Do whatever the fuck you want.
The most important health question I've had to ask in the past like 10 years is McDonald's or Burger King, you know?
Yeah.
Or chicken tenders from like Tyson.
Yeah, I think you specifically have like ancient genetic, you have genes that are from probably like a mixture of like the Mediterranean and like maybe some Moorish and like Eastern. You're probably built rugged where you can take all this cheap alcohol and fast food and you can turn it into fuel.
It's like when you condition your body. It's the same way that like bodybuilders will lift like weights, you know, and it's not the same level of dedication, obviously. Like I'm not lifting weights like bodybuilders, but I've been eating shit for so long that my body is just totally
your gut biome's probably fucked. But it's probably I mean, like when you wake up every day, like let's say you're not drinking, you wake up, you feel
I feel fine. I feel fine. I feel totally normal, actually. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong.
I think you're good.
Me.
I think you have good genes.
Yeah.
And I think you have high testosterone.
I do not have health care.
I think that's fine.
I think healthcare is a scam, to be honest with you. I think it's bullshit. I understand
if you have health, it's good. It's good if you're trying to if
Why is it illegal to not have health insurance?
It's not illegal. That's car insurance.
Okay. I thought it was like, well, you get like penalized.
If you don't have health insurance, you have to just pay the bill.
Yeah, you just okay.
But
I thought I always
car insurance.
I've been thinking it was illegal to have health insurance or to not have health insurance.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Can somebody clarify in the comments whether it is
or isn't
illegal? Okay.
But
because my mom tells me it's illegal every time I talk to her, and
that you don't have health insurance.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's bullshit because they can't. I can't. That's not a crime choosing to not have health insurance. That's bullshit.
If that's the case, then everybody
that's a
knows
fucking fake. That's a fake. That's some fake shit.
But I mean,
I think you do. You just have to foot the bill when you.
I mean, when I go to I have health insurance. I go to the doctor. He's like, "You're fat." I'm like, "Yeah." Then I leave.
Yeah, that's it.
But he'll hook you up. My doctor's chill though. He'll like, if I'm sick and I need antibiotics, I don't need to go to the walk, and I'll be like, "Yo, doc, I'm sick."
You're like, I need a script.
Just give me, yeah. So it's good for that. Health insurance is good for just copping a script.
Yeah,
every once in a while
of antibiotics.
No, seriously.
Amongst
other things, if needed. STD stuff. I've never had an STD, so I've been checked.
Have you?
Well, I don't have sex.
I've never gotten checked for an STD in my life.
Never?
No.
Really?
No.
It's chill.
I check myself. I
got blood work done like a couple years ago, and it was like, just because I was like, let me just like,
yeah, what's going on? What's going on down there?
No, not that I saw anything, but I was just like, there's some questionable people, but no, it's just a blood test, and you're good. But
I went to
and you pee in a cup too.
What for the STD
check? Yeah, there's like different levels of like how much you're trying to check, but like blood is like, you know, I mean, if you have health insurance, you do blood work every year in your physical, and it tells you, you know, they do HIV,
right,
everything like that. Don't get that.
Definitely not. I remember.
I had a. I don't even know.
No, what?
Nah,
say it. Come on. You got to say it now.
It was that girl that you hooked me up with.
Oh, yeah. I hooked Chris up with a girl like 2 years ago.
No, it was longer than that. It was season 1. It was the beginnings of season 1.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
The beginning of season 1.
We just had the 2-year anniversary.
And let's just say she was an ex addict of things that you could potentially inject in your body that makes your body feel good, sleepy.
Pretty funny.
And
pretty instantly classic.
And I was like, after that, I was like, well, if she's done those intravenous drugs before, you know, like, you get scared,
right?
Like, you know, of like AIDS and shit. But I get checked and I was good.
Yeah.
But fucking, she was like, this is a bit of an age gap. She was 20 and I was 27.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're a pedophile. You're a fucking pedophile.
Yeah, that's too bad that you got that
transpired.
Well, it's like she was like kind of a, you know, she was like kind of a pretty little thing from a certain light.
I wish we could tell the full story.
It sucks that it's just
the
sucks
full
that
story
she
is really the full story is really funny.
The full story is funny, but you don't want to be sticking your dick in crazy. I wish I could. I mean, I think I'm getting more comfortable with telling personal stories. I mean, I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit.
Maybe we just save it for the Patreon. Let's do it on the Patreon. We'll tell the story.
We'll tell this whole story on the Patreon. We'll dox her.
Nah, fuck that. Tell her right now. Just give it to the people. Just give it to them for free.
No, I'm not gonna talk more about that situation.
Oh, it's so fun. All right, whatever.
It's like
I'll tell a personal story.
We've been getting a little spicy.
This isn't necessarily spicy. This still relates to healthcare. When I was a freshman in college, I was like 18. I'd moved like up north to this school in Turlock, California. Turkmenistan, Modesto, California.
Who gives a fuck about California?
And I was living with my dorm mates, and I got really into Marie calendars.
Is this when you were ROTC?
No. This is like after I dropped ROTC, like the first semester of freshman year. And I got really into Marie calendars. Marie calendars is
hot pies?
Yeah, like hot pies. You can get pasta. It's just
microwavable food.
It's microwavable. Yeah, it's microwavable food. And I got really into Marie calendars, and so
that's really funny to get into.
I got it. I was like, that's all I would eat, bro. And I remember one night I had my nightly Marie calendars, and I was playing PUBG, and you know, it was getting into the wee hours of the morning. It was like 12. It was like 1 a.m. I was like, all right, let's go to bed. So I go to bed, and I wake up at 5 a.m. with like this throbbing pain in my face, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why does my face hurt so bad? And I pulled my phone out, and I just instinctively like took a selfie of my face to like see my face, because I couldn't understand why it was hurting so bad. And the bottom of my lip had like swelled up to comical sizes. I'll send you a picture, and you
had allergic reaction.
I had an allergic reaction. I'll send you a picture so you can overlay it onto the screen right now.
Let me screenshot that.
Yeah. So this picture is my allergic reaction to the Marie calendars. Okay, and I was fucking freaking out, and then so it's 5 a.m.
Do you remember what item you had
Yes,
eaten?
it was a Marie Callender's chicken Alfredo. That was the item that broke the camel's back.
Yes.
And so I started freaking out. I went into the bathroom, and I was like looking at myself, and I didn't want to call or tell anybody because I was so embarrassed. And so I put I think this is before COVID, and I actually went out and got a fucking face mask, and I was like wearing a face mask around school. Yeah, so I'd go and get but before I got the face mask, I was just putting my thing up, just putting my shirt over my nose and just walking around like this. And so it kept getting bigger and bigger, bro. I went to the doctors, and I was like, "Can you help me?" Because I was like barely talking. And they're like, I can give you antibiotics. And I was like, can you lance it? And I was like, just lance it, please.
Lance?
Lance is like lancing a wound is when you cut it open to drain the fluids from it.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that term.
Yes. So I was like, can you lance it? And they were like, no, we can't, because it's your lip. And that's like, we're not going to do that. So I started taking antibiotics. This is so fucking gross, bro. Bro, the sore started secreting from my chin, like out of my chin.
This is from a Marie Calendar?
This is from Marie Calendars.
You could have done you could have got free Marie Calendars for life.
Bro, I was like, I'm an alien right now. I'd never seen anything like that.
How long did it take to fully heal?
Like, to fully heal, it took like a week or two.
Okay.
It took like a week or two, but to like draining it was like a day. Like I didn't go to class for like 4 days because I was just like, this is retarded.
Oh, no.
But it was actually kind of lit because I was just playing PUBG. I was like, all right, let's go squeeze that lip. Back to PUBG.
Wait, you'd squeeze fluid out?
Yeah. Because I was like trying to make it go away. It ended up working. I know it's gross. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
But that's how the human body. It's a beautiful,
strange.
It's a beautiful, strange, amazing.
It is
weird little wondrous machine.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, that was the last time that I had health care because I didn't have to pay out of pocket for that visit. And then
now if your family's on a if your family has has a family health care plan, which they might not, either by their employer, you can become part of that plan until you turn 26.
Well, I turn 26 next year,
so it really doesn't matter. But I've been under my mom's healthcare family plan because she works for a big company, and she has healthcare benefits, and our whole family has healthcare until I turned 26, and then I just started buying my own. But I worked for the same company she did until I started working for Sam.
I was made to spread my wings and fly at an age where my parents figured it was time for me to not be on their healthcare plan anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need it.
I don't. It's not like I ever went to the fucking doctor when I had it anyways.
You're rugged. You don't need it.
Dude.
I mean, it's like
the thing is like the human body doesn't need a doctor it just heals itself.
It's the same as car insurance. You pay car insurance because on the off chance that like somebody fucks up your car, like rear ends you, and you have car insurance, and then you pay like whatever, and it's like way less than paying out of pocket, but you're just paying for it. That's why it's called insurance. So you feel
you're insured.
Yes, you're insured some sort of
yes.
protection. Same thing if, like, God forbid, you broke your leg or something, go to the hospital, you have health insurance, whatever. I guess it's case by case.
I mean, how seriously do we really take our health, Because look at us, we're vaping and drinking and smoking cigarettes.
I think that's like long term. I'm talking about that's like long term health. You don't need health insurance. You're not. It's like, but I think health insurance is more tailored towards like
individual
emergency situations.
Yeah.
I feel like you had to get if you
have like health issues,
Yeah, if you have like actual issues that are all the time. Speaking of which, my good buddy of mine just gave me a pretty serious med kit.
Okay.
That I keep in my truck now. It has
nice.
a tourniquet. It has it's like kind of like a military grade med kit. It has a tourniquet, scissors, gauze.
If you had to tourniquet somebody, would you be able to do it?
Yeah, he taught me. He said with like the tourniquet and I don't know what they're called, but the other things that you kind of fill the wound with,
gauze,
and then there's other stuff. There's like he gave me something where if you get shot in the chest, if your lungs collapsed, it's some sort of mesh, sort of patch to keep you breathing, like all sorts. He said like if you get shot in the arm or the leg, with the tourniquet and the other stuff, you could keep a limb. You could have the person keep the limb for 48 hours before EMTs arrived. So he gave me a pretty serious kit that I have in my truck.
That's good.
So Might be saving a
Might
life.
be saving a life soon. That's
Life and
good. That's
limb.
good shit to know.
It's good to know. You
Bro,
never
have you ever
know.
saved a life before? Like actually saved somebody's life?
No.
Never?
No.
Have you ever had to call the paramedics in an emergency?
No, but that makes me think of that time when Jameson.
Oh yeah, that's right. Jameson got really, really messed up one night.
And yeah, it was during.
It was during a New York trip.
It was the Mondo trip.
Yes.
It was the Mondo trip. I think it was after the Mondo event, probably. Probably right. Yeah, it was right after the Mondo event.
We were all drinking a lot. We were all pretty
drunk.
We were all pretty drunk. And Jameson started throwing up.
Jet and Ben thought Jameson had like taken like a Fent perk or something instead of. Jameson was just drinking too much, but they thought
I had never seen.
They were doing their you were doing your due diligence,
yes.
which is good, but he just was so drunk that he was unresponsive. So you thought he might be like was like, off fentanyl or something. So you called. I remember I was sleeping. I didn't really want to be bothered with it, which was fucked up.
That is
But
pretty...
you came into my room and I was like 3 a.m. and I was sleeping, and you're like, "Yo, James is not waking up. What should we do? Should we just like what should we?" And I was just like, "I don't know. I should fucking call the."
I sympathize with him because I've also
call 911.
I've also gotten like concerningly
lit
on multiple occasions,
and I had to save you from
everybody gets like concerningly lit from time to time.
I'm pretty. I mean, like when you guys know, I mean, when I get lit, I just fall asleep.
Yeah. Well, you do the thing where you start closing your eyes.
Yeah, but I'm not like
It's not like bad. It never gets too bad or anything.
Yeah, I'm not in danger. I just might snore loud. But
I remember I had a call. I remember when I was working in an HOA facility.
Really?
Yeah, that was my first real job.
Were you cutting the grass?
No, I was in the clubhouse. So how HOAs have clubhouses where all of the 55 and up residents can go to work out, and there's a library and a lounge.
Only the 55 and up can go?
It was in a retirement.
Oh, you were in a
community.
senior.
I was in a senior
living
HOA.
facility.
Yeah, I was in a senior HOA. And
hello, young man.
Dude, that was it.
Help me.
There was this guy. Yeah. There's this older guy. This isn't it.
shit my pants.
Well, I'll tell so the time that I had to call the ambulance, there was some lady that had passed out on the sidewalk, and her like daughter came running in. She's like, "My mother passed out. Help, help." And so I was like 17, and I was like looking at this lady, and she's passed out, and I just called the paramedics. I was like, "Yeah, she's passed out on the ground. I don't know." They're like, "Is she breathing?" I was like, "Yeah, she's breathing. All right." And
I'm no EMT, but I think
I'm not an EMT, but you guys should probably get some professionals on the scene pretty soon here. So the paramedics arrived. She ended up being fine. I think it was just heat stroke. And she wrote me like a letter of recommendation.
For D'Angelo's?
She just wrote me like a stellar... She like wrote a letter to management just gassing me up about how awesome I was.
You responded to the situation.
Foolish me, I didn't ask for a raise. I should have.
No, that was good though.
Yeah, I did the right thing.
So you potentially saved a life there.
Did
the girl, did her fucking granddaughter not know how to call 911?
I don't know.
How old was she?
She's like way older than me. She's like in her 30s or something, 40s. I don't know what her deal was. I think she was just like having a panic attack because her mom passed out.
You did the right thing.
That's another thing about working in HOAs is a lot of people die all the time in like older communities.
You were in a senior one.
I was.
HOA
I never attended funerals, but I would walk. I remember there were like 2 times where I walked and I'd be like, "Hey, where's Jerry?" And they'd be like, "Oh, Jerry died." Like, Jerry died? When? Yeah, like a week ago. I'm like, what the fuck? But they die a lot. Don't get old.
Old people die.
Jerry was a cool dude. Jerry would always come in and he was like He's the type of dude that probably drove a Model T in like 1939 on like 10 cents of gas.
Nice.
He's like a good pool player
he's like an OG.
He was an OG.
Good for him.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, HOAs, old people dying, healthcare.
What's HOA? Homeowners Association.
Homeowners Association. It's the people. It's like
I know what HOA.
Yeah.
I was on Scuffed Realtor for 1.5 years. I know what HOA is.
But where you live, you don't live in an HOA.
No. I am my own HOA.
You are your own HOA. Where I grew up in an HOA.
You did?
Yes, the community, and they were.
What was the community called?
I'm not saying the community.
Oh, yeah, that's cool though. I think yeah, my first job was Dunkin' Donuts, and it was just
funny.
It was funny.
What were you? A Dunkin'?
I was a Dunkin'
or
worker.
were you a donut?
I did like drive through. I didn't do much food making. I just did the coffee. Pretty damn easy. You just pour it into a cup.
Yeah.
There would always be this old guy that would come in, this regular, and he'd be like, I want it from the fresh pot. He would get an extra large coffee, and he's like, make a new pot of coffee. Like he didn't want like the.
You want the old shit?
And I was thinking in my head, I was like, hey, if you go to the store, it's only like fucking like $2 for a bag, and you just get a coffee maker and you just make it at home, and it's always fresh.
Yeah.
Because you made it, you old fucking shithead.
Yeah.
But I didn't say that. I also probably didn't think that either at the time.
Everybody that works in a service job has a customer like that they have to deal with.
Yeah, I want it fresh. I want my fries fresh. But thankfully, I didn't work at like a McDonald's type of situation.
At D'Angelo's, there was a guy that would come in. He was like an ex-vet, and he demanded that the temperature, he would come in, and he would have like a nice front. Hey, how you guys doing? What's going on?
Make sure that shit's hot.
But the nice front was just a cover for how much of a fucking douche he was, because he would like ask that we turn the temperature in the restaurant down.
Because he would eat there.
He would eat it there, and he would want the temperature turned down to like a specific. He's like,
he
it's
wanted
too
cool.
cold. Yeah, and then he would always go. I want pastrami, but I want a half pound of pastrami, and they always give it to me at the normal price. Okay, because I'm friends with Eric, the manager. So
the gay guy.
Yeah, we could dox him. I don't give a fuck about that. But yeah, so this dude would be like, yeah, I want a half pound of pastrami. And I want it for the regular price, and Eric always gives it to me at the regular price. And all the other coworkers would have to like go in the back because they like couldn't stand. Oh, there's a moth in here. They couldn't stand like how annoying he was. But I actually thought it was just funny. I was just like, this guy is such a piece of work.
Yeah.
You have to just like him. You can't be like mad at that type of shit.
No,
because that's what you get for working a job like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll do it. I'll give it to you for free, buddy.
What's the normal amount of pastrami you're supposed to give him?
Hell if I know, because I didn't really like making pastrami sandwiches. I would just throw it on the grill.
Why the fuck? And he's fucking getting pastrami from D'Angelo's?
Dude, pastrami is disgusting, yo.
It's not. It's not.
No.
disgusting.
Pastrami is not cool.
Well, your reference to pastrami is from D'Angelo's, which is a chain sandwich restaurant. Pastrami can be a good.
Is the door open?
I don't know. There is a moth. I wonder if the moth went on camera. You stepped on my toe. No, it didn't hurt because you're very. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get this moth out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this first hour of Hong Kong 2 podcast.
That was a good episode. That's fun.
Yeah, it was good. We should start saying Hong Kong 2 because we say HK2 so much
Hong Kong 2.
They might think the podcast is just
HK2.
a common.
It's Hong Kong 2.
Hong Kong 2. HK2 stands for Hong Kong 2. Anyways, we're gonna catch you at the Patreon. Check out the subscriber, guys. Whoop.
Full episodes only on patreon.com/HK2podcast.